Today you're going to hear about the 21 Martyrs of Libya. The 21 Martyrs are 20 Coptic Orthodox Christians and one person from Ghana. His name was Matthew. On Saturday, December 27, 2014, the 21 Martyrs were on their way to Libya from Egypt to try to seek better economic opportunities to help support their families. On their way to Libya, they all got kidnapped by a group called ISIS. The group forced the 21 Martyrs to give up their Coptic Orthodox faith. But at first, they tried to persuade them by offering them freedom if they would just say that they don't believe in Christ anymore. But the group that kidnapped them were Muslims, and they wanted them to say something called a shahada, because their God sent them a sign to try to make the Muslim community bigger, and they chose these victims because they thought that they were easy targets and they were the first people that they saw right after they got their sign from their God. But they were strong in their faith and they did not say the shahada. Then the Muslim men told them, saying, "If you don't say the shahada, then I'll kill all of you." They refused a second time, and this was a sign from God that He wanted them to live with Him in heaven forever. Now, this was a great decision because in the Bible, it says, "If I want you to come to me to paradise, then I will bring you to me." Then they were taken to an execution site near the Mediterranean Sea. They were kept there for about 40 to 50 days, being abused and not knowing what was going out in the world. One of the Coptic men was talking to a random woman, and he said, "Why are you here? For what I know, you have done nothing wrong." And she told him, saying, "Don't worry about me, but we are free, and they're not," while pointing at the ISIS group. Then they got thrown in a prison cell, prayed day and night, saying, "Kyrie eleison, Kyrie eleison," in Coptic, which means, "Lord have mercy" in English. The Muslim men were furious. One of them said, "How are they still calling for their God? If their God is really real, shouldn't they have come and saved them?" Wow, laughing. February 15, 2015. Once the day for them to be executed, one of the Muslim men told Matthew, "You can leave because you're not one of them." Matthew replied and said, saying, "No, because their God is my God, and I shall die with them." The ISIS group was furious. The ISIS group split up and got one of the martyrs for each Muslim person. Then they took them to the shore of the Mediterranean Sea and got them to go on their knees and place their head on the sand. The martyrs were not afraid to die at all. They just prayed, and right before their eyes, they were slaughtered. The ISIS group, in sync, cut their heads off, and the sea turned red. Their jumpsuits are in Egypt Asyut, a church. And that's the story of the 21 Martyrs of Libya.